Alright, hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of our Backyard Garden. I am out here trying to get the beds ready for fall. We have a lot of weeds growing in the garden and we need to get to weed whacking. However, it has been raining for, I don't know, it's rained just about every day these past couple weeks here ever since Hurricane Isis came through. And just haven't had an opportunity, you know, on those few days that it didn't rain, to get out here and maintain the garden. So I'm out here today. It looks like the rain has passed through, at least for now. And today I'm getting ready to check seed germination on, I have some radish seeds here. And then I also have some carrot seeds as well that I'll be planting. Oh, also I'll be transplanting the bunching onions into this bed here. So we're just going to make some rows. I would say about 5 rows, one with bunching onions, one with carrots, one with radish. I should say 2 with bunching onions, because I have some growing as seeds up on the porch. But I'm going to transplant these bad boys here, and also have some that are buried, so we need to get those from underground as well. Now the radish are very easy. Radish, you know, once they germinate, I'm going to give them a couple weeks, considering that they're so old. You know, you give them a couple weeks to germinate, and about 30 days later you should have radish. We're giving them a couple inches spaced apart. Okay, now let's do carrots on this side. We're going to give them a little bit more room from the edge, and we're going to use a short rooted carrot because our container isn't that deep to get like one of those long rooted carrots. So we're just going to get a carrot that'll fit within the size of the container here. And actually, I'm just going to just spread these seeds around since germination is so blah. And it will thin it later. It's not that large of a row that, you know, in times past I have just been so frustrated with thinning them. Boom. Oh man, they smell wonderful. And we're just going to put those in the ground there. Bunching onions have been a highlight for us in the garden. They taste wonderful. Actually, I forgot, I have some tops sitting in a bowl in the kitchen. Let me go grab those and we can transplant those. They'll regrow. So these are the tops that we have been pulling and using and keeping them in water just to keep them alive until they can get replanted, because we don't have really enough sunlight to get them up and going quickly. This is about 3 weeks of growth, so they need some sunlight. The only thing I would do today is seed the radish, carrots, and then transplant the bunching onions. But no, I figured I'd go ahead and put in our fall cucumbers. As you can see, they're still quite young, but it's starting to get its true leaves on here. So I'm thinking these should be good to go. I added a layer of mulch. I just pulled out a bunch of weeds in this bed, and hopefully this mulch layer will prevent or reduce the amount of weeding that we have to do. So we're going to try to delicately pull these apart. In the cool weather, is working in our favor here. Let's see, so we're going to plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll start another batch just in case these don't survive, because it's still summer and seedlings are good for burning up when it gets too hot. So it's cool right now. Actually, let's move these down and replant these. Yeah, so I don't want anything to burn up in the heat, but right now it's cool, and the sun, I don't expect to see the sun for a couple days, so these things shouldn't get fried. And then we'll thin these later. We'll take the strongest of the 3 and let the strongest survive. Alright, so I'm just going to get these watered in, and that's basically it, guys. We'll transplant more as more of these seedlings start popping up on the front porch. I have about 120 seedlings of various cool season crops, such as, you know, kale, collard greens, lettuce, spinach, arugula. All of that is starting to germinate, and once they get as big as these cucumbers, right now they're tiny, and once they get as big as these cucumbers, I'll start adding them into the garden. But yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you for joining us in our backyard garden, and we will catch up with you on the next video. Take care.